Live.
Oh, we're live! Perfect! It feels so great to be back. Hi everyone, Sue Ann here, Sue Ann, staff of State Winery, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Hoping that everyone is not getting blown away by this crazy day. So yeah, we thought, I don't know, I was going to check this here, 2 seconds here. I just remembered it. Yes, okay. Just thought we'd do some fun, get back at it a little bit, and miss everyone for those last few weeks because we had a great wine festival going on. That was the passport program that was happening, and so we had like 3 fantastic weekends in a row. And last weekend too was absolutely sensational with the number of guests. So it was just like almost too busy to carve some time for all of this. So sorry.
So what are you making there, Sue Ann?
Well, I'm making floofy eggs. So you don't think eggs can be more than floofy? Well, they are. Okay, so what did I do? I have 4 eggs to start off with. So I have 4 egg yolks in here, and I just have a smidgen, just a little, a pinch of salt in with it, and a tablespoon of melted butter that I just put in. And the cool part is the melted butter coats the proteins of the egg yolk. So, and then over here is 4 egg whites. I just need to like refresh this up. I just got it, and so I've gone from the broken stage, and I'm just kind of getting up to the glossy stage. And it's almost like egg souffle in some way, but it's better and tastier
because it's
and
floofy.
heartier and it's floofier and all those things.
And so, if it falls, we don't mind so much. Not like a souffle where there's all that pressure.
Right. Yes. Yeah. True. Exactly. Yeah. And because in some ways it's going to fall a little bit is what you want. But it's going to be so light and fluffy along the way. So actually, that's just about perfect though. Because it's not a stiff peak. Because if I was making a meringue, I don't want that. I don't need to be quite that glossy either. But that's kind of right where the last time I made this, which was a couple weeks ago, that's kind of right where I left it. And every time I make it is a little bit different. And but I dream about it between making it. So
you might have a bit of a thing for eggs.
I do.
Yeah.
I do tell. So all right. So now I'm going to fold all the egg yolks into the fly, Forky, fly. Okay. So we fold the egg yolks into the egg whites, and you don't want to really mix this too much because the more you mix it, you're going to take the air out of the egg.
So very
whites.
gentle fold.
Yeah, just kind of bring it all in. Make sure there's no white streaks left. Be a little more aggressive than that. Okay, then I'm gonna put it in the pan. So let's go down to the pan here. So I've already preheated the pan. I want it at a cool temperature. I can probably even touch it almost. Yes, it's always warm though. I already have some shallots that were finely chopped in with a good glug of butter. And the last second, I put some tarragon in it. And you'll see why I want the tarragon because I think egg yolks and smoked salmon. You're like, Sue Ann, there's no smoked salmon though. But we're gonna get to that part. Okay, so how easy is that? I mean, it takes some time. You have to like crack the eggs, and you have to crack the eggs. And what else do I do here before I put it in the oven? I have the oven preheated at 375. I'm just gonna like make that nice and flat. I don't even want to like knock that against the pan because I don't want like any of the air to pop out. So perfect.
Okay.
All right. And now in the oven it's gonna go 375. It's only like 4.5, 5 minutes, partially because the pan is already warm, so you're not heating the pan up.
Groovy.
All right, so in she goes. All right, so we're gonna watch. Okay, you know what? We're even gonna put a timer on. Let's put it on for 5 minutes. It's like 4.5 minutes. Oh, okay. We're doing it. 5 minutes. Why are you doing that? 5. Timer going. Okay, it's going. Okay. All right.
Shows you how infrequently you use the timer.
I know, Tita's just like, whatever. And you can use Siri. That's right, Siri. Oh, I'll tell you, there are 2 women in my boyfriend's life, 2 girlfriends, Siri and myself. And Siri just does whatever Rob wants. She sets the timer for the eggs in the morning, and she opens doors and turns lights on. She's complete biatch.
So many jokes to make. Okay, so the wine for today.
Wine, yes, it's part of so we have a little 4-pack that we're selling right now. It's pretty neat how we have the 2016, like 4 different kinds of 2016 kick-ass white wines that we're selling right now. So one of them is the Robert's Black Riesling. It's fresh and bright and easy drinking.
Okay.
We're going to do the phone handoff
There we
from
go.
Cara to Rob. Thank you. So 2016 was a really hot and dry year, perfect typically for red wine. But some of those whites are just delectable from this vintage as well. So this one is the Roberts Block Riesling, named after my great-great-great-grandfather Robert Staff. He was the original settler to the property here 200 years ago. And so the oldest block of Riesling that's here on the property is named after him. And so with those old vines and being clone 21, which is the clone of Riesling that came from the Weiss family in Germany, it's on SO4 rootstock. It's a beautiful, like steely, slate, white stone note to it. Thanks folks, thanks for coming in. We'll see you again. White stone, steel, slate note to it. And then also because it's 2016, it's had a little bit of age developing to it as well. So just a tiny little bit of nuttiness in the background and almost like some, a little bit of a kerosene note to it as well. But really, really, really super subtle. So, and the palette. It's delicious. It's fresh, it's bright, it's crisp. It's that lemon lime note that comes through on the wine. Like to have that with underneath all the slate and steel notes, it's really quite neat. And there's when people talk about minerality in wine, that's what we find here on the escarpment with the limestone rock of the Niagara Escarpment, and that steely slate note comes from that limestone rock. And the roots of the vine are literally on the rock of the escarpment to make it work.
How many feet of like actual soil is there before you hit stone?
Yes, so there's not a lot of soil actually. It's kind of wild. So as you go, as you're here at Staff Avenue, there's probably about 8 or 10 feet of soil. But as you get to the north end of the property, toward the edge of the Niagara Escarpment, there literally is about 2 feet of soil in some spots.
Wow.
In fact, some of the grape posts don't even go in all the way because it kind of hit rock first.
Yeah.
So it means the roots of the vine literally have to go and look for all the cracks and fissures in the rock to get farther down to find other layers of flavors. And,
I don't know if you mentioned it, but how old are the vines that this Riesling's from?
They're 20, I gotta think of that now. They're 26 years old, these vines. And they'll keep on going for the 25 years, no problem at all. So this is the oldest block of Riesling that we have. So
We would call it Old Vines Riesling then.
we could call it Old Vines Riesling. So we have as part of this floor pack, which I'll just like rotate around to show you the 4 different wines that are in it. So they're all 2016s, Elisha Chardonnay, the Mabel's Viognier Chardonnay Riesling or VCR, and the 2016 Louis Pinot Gris. $80 for all 3. Typically it is all 4. Typically is $120.
$112.85 or something.
$112.85. So it's over a $20 saving, and actually it's over a $30 saving.
$32.
$32. So it's almost like the Pinot Gris is almost free in the pack of 3. So. And then absolutely perfect for your turkey and like for all your Thanksgiving fare type thing. We just advise some people that are here that are having duck. We're like, duck in the VCR would be fantastic. And then some veal and poultry and stuff like that would be fantastic. So anyway, all right, so I'm gonna take one more sip because all this talking is making me thirsty. I've been holding the glass wrong. Don't tell anybody. No. There's a picture in Hello magazine, and here's Prince William holding a glass like this. I'm like,
because we all do.
Doesn't he know? You hold with his stem or by the base, Keep your pinky finger in, so. All right, what do we got going on here?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is saying, well, we clearly messed up the timer. Sorry about that. Oh no, we're at 28 seconds, 27 seconds. Okay, so it's kind of like 4.5 minutes for it to be kind of like light and juicy, or 5 minutes to get a little drier. So I said over 5 minutes just because I do want it to be a little firmer to make sure it kind of comes out of the pan because we're doing this on a camera. So do I have to take a look? Well, it shows 10 seconds left. Oh my god, it's perfect.
It's so floofy.
It's so floofy. The floofy eggs. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna grab a. Oh, and there we are. There goes the beeper. All right, they're gonna finish this off Sue-Ann style because this is delicious, but we need to add one more piece to the puzzle here. So, okay, so we're gonna leave it like this. Leave it in the pan. Cool. Ooh, awesome. Okay, how do I want to do this? I gotta think about this. I want to put all the goodies I'm gonna add to this on this side. So we can flip this side over on top of it and then fall it onto a plate.
Should we check underneath if it's done?
No.
No?
I'm confident.
You're confident?
Well, if not, it'll be a crash and burn. So Okay, so we're taking a little bit of goat cheese. Actually, this is full disclosure. This is in the freezer just before we went, just to kind of like keep it, so it can crumble nicely like this. So it's actually really cold. It wasn't frozen. We just put it in the freezer for like 4 or 5 minutes before this started. I forgot too. In the egg, with the shallots and stuff in the pan before we started, I put a little bit of white pepper. I didn't want to use black pepper because I didn't want it to all look like. I didn't want the little flicks of black pepper in it. So okay.
Ooh. Oh, hello.
Yeah, and then this is the piece de resistance, the smoked salmon here, because like it's Thanksgiving weekend, and we need to celebrate, and it's the time to have like really great breakfasts. I would do this with Riesling is fantastic, but it'd also be fantastic with some sparkling.
Mm-hmm.
So sparkling, that would have been fantastic. Okay, perfect. All right, now the part that I'm afraid of, but let's see how it goes. So we're going to, let's not burn ourselves here, since the whole thing was in the oven. All right, it's gonna go around the edge, make sure it all lifts out. Yep, look how, oh my goodness, it's like looks like styrofoam, looks like heaven, it looks like a cloud. It's an egg cloud.
It's an egg cloud.
All right.
My favorite kind of cloud.
No, it's not done.
Ruh-roh.
Okay. Sorry, whoever was right, we should check the bottom. You win. Darn. Okay, so what we'll do now is we're just gonna pause. We're gonna back in the oven. I might take the smoked salmon. No, I'm not going to. I'll just put some tin foil over it.
Yep.
So the smoked salmon doesn't burn or doesn't dry out, and then we'll let it go for like another. I don't know. We'll see.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
So we're just gonna pause.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.